He said, because of Knolly's book and listing system success toolkit, I was able to get my first listing, yes, my very first. I was one of 6 agents interviewed, but because of the listing system, the book, and my approach, the owners chose to work with me. Oh yeah, the best part, the house sold for $539,000. Okay, so Richard put in his pocket $15,000, right, because he picked up the system, and he was one of 6 agents, brand new, never done a listing before. And I always tell people, don't volunteer that you're brand new. You don't have to wear that like a badge of honor.
Welcome to the Success with Listings podcast, where we help you get success in the real estate game the easy way. Now you can get off the roller coaster of feast and famine and out of the rat race of competing with every other agent in town. Hi, I'm Knolly Williams. I took over 1,000 listings during my first 10 years in the real estate game, and in this podcast, I show you how to have success with listings. Let's go.
And then the third thing is a pre-listing video. Every one of y'all should have one. Pre-listing video. And of course it's all digital now, it's not going to come like this anymore, right? But you have a pre-listing video. So essentially what you have is you have a book, a press kit, and a movie. Do you look famous? Yeah. Absolutely. And those things are not difficult to put together. Okay. Now, I say live your life by design, live your dream life now. How many of y'all would like to earn $250,000 a year, work 20 to 30 hours a week or less, have nights and weekends off, take 4 to 5 vacations a year, and be debt-free? Raise your hand if you like that. Okay? That's the lifestyle that we want, guys. And I found that it's very difficult. I'm going to say this again. I found that it's very difficult to live on less than $250,000 a year. Some of y'all are having a great time living off $100,000 or even less than that. I have a difficult time doing it. I enjoy life, probably maybe not too much. I enjoy life. And it costs a lot of money to live in this country. It really does. I mean, if you want to do a lot of stuff. There's people that spend that much, a month. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying to live and maybe your goal is $10,000 a month. Okay? Maybe your goal is $20,000 a month. How are we doing we're doing good? We're doing good? Okay. So what I'd like to do, guys, right here, and then we're probably going to, let me see how we're doing on time. I want to spend about 12 minutes or so sharing with you how to get all the stuff that I just mentioned at no cost to you. Would that be okay? Sure. Okay? So I'm going to spend about 12 minutes on that. The problem is that I've found is that most agents just don't know, they don't succeed at becoming well known. They don't succeed. They try it, they make it difficult. But what if you could remove 100% of the risk? Now, you could do that by easily duplicating everything that I have in my system in your business. Okay? And I say because a lot of times it's just how you present yourself is how it is. Okay? You go from being looking like an average agent to looking like a mega agent overnight. Now, don't reinvent the wheel. Knolly's done it for you. I call it the overnight celebrity success or listing success toolkit. It's all the stuff that you see up there. Now, this is an example. I was at a seminar, this is in Cape Cod, and there's a guy in the crowd that he came to the seminar, and listen to this. He had never done a listing ever before. Nor had he ever worked with a buyer before. He had never done a real estate deal. Brand new agent. Anybody like that in here? Okay? Brand new agent. Could you guess which one it was? It's hard to guess, right? Could be any of them. It's this guy right here, Richard Anderson. I didn't know that he had never done a real estate deal. Of course, he wasn't going to volunteer to everybody that he was brand new. And here's what Richard Anderson said. He went ahead and picked this up at the seminar, used some of the last money he had because he didn't have a lot of money. He said, because of Knolly's book and listing system success toolkit, I was able to get my first listing, yes, my very first. I was one of 6 agents interviewed, but because of the listing system, the book, and my approach, the owners chose to work with me. Oh yeah, the best part, the house sold for $539,000. Okay, so Richard put in his pocket $15,000, right? Because he picked up the system, and he was one of 6 agents, brand new, never done a listing before. And I always tell people, don't volunteer that you're brand new. You don't have to wear that like a badge of honor. When I just first got my license, you know what my title was on my business card? Some people put Realtors, some people put different things, right? I didn't put mega agent because I wasn't that. I put listing specialist. Listing specialist. How many people ask me how many houses I've sold or how long I've been in the business? I'm a listing specialist. Can you specialize in this business? Can you choose to do that? Can you have never sold one house but choose to specialize in what you want to do? Of course you can. And that's what I did from the very beginning. Now, the truth, you don't have to know anything about how to become a local celebrity because I've already generated the easy blueprint for you. I want to show you how you're going to get it at no cost. So the book itself is a $49.97 value. It took me 300 hours of time to write it. Now, if you hire a ghostwriter, anybody ever hired a ghostwriter? They charge $1 a word, about $1 a word. This book is 13,000 words, okay? 13,000 words. So a ghostwriter is going to cost you about 10 grand to write a book like this, okay? And it's well worth it, guys, because think about it. You get one listing, how much are you going to make? All that money back. Now, also the pre-listing, and what I did was I put the whole thing in Microsoft Word. So all you got to do, if you want to change it, you can, but I made it vanilla. So I made it to work in any market, and you can change it if you want to, or you cannot. Some people don't even change a thing; they just go to press. But I say, bring it up in Word, make a few changes here and there, and then when you got yours, there's one. When you got yours, I don't think it was so easy to edit. No. Now, because she got hers before I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, well, I'll put it out there. But I had my stuff everywhere, right? You had to delete this, delete that. Now you don't have to do any of that. So this is Juanita, the ultimate guide to selling your home. Can I keep this?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I like to collect these. Thank you, Juanita. So now the pre-listing package is also in Microsoft Word. So you can you give it an improvement. You bump my picture off, you put yours on, you just upgraded it just like that, right? That's a $1,000 value if you have somebody customize one for you. My virtual pre-listing presentation, now you can't pop my head out of the video and put yours, but you get my full script. So if you want to, you can just, say everything I said. You also get job descriptions for all your team members, and that's a $497 value. That's going to save you hundreds of hours, and the editable team operations manual. Okay, so the thing is, as you start to build a team, and I want you guys to be thinking about that, you don't have to build this big team. Some of y'all don't want that, but just somebody to help you, right? Make sense? This is going to be the team training manual that's going to help you do that. So it's all these things. It's a $79.85 value, okay, everything that you get with all the bonuses. Now, here's the question. I asked 3 questions. Number 1, if you could spend $7,985, now it's not going to cost you that, obviously. But if it did cost that, and all this did was pay off your mortgage, would it be worth it? If all it did was pay off your mortgage. Now, would you pay $7,985 to pay off all your debt? Some of y'all are like, I don't have no debt, so it wouldn't apply to you. But I had a lot of debt. I was like, yeah, sign me up for that. So those of you that have more than that in debt, would you settle all your debts for $7,985? Of course. Now, would you pay $7,985 just to double your sales? That's it. Just double the sales you have now. Would that be worth it for you? Well, as we said, the online pricing, it's a $7,985 value. It's $19.97 regular price. We sell it for $9.97. Okay, $9.97. And you get all these bonuses. And again, you can do 3 payments if you want. Now, I'm going to get to the part where how you're going to get it for free. So it's your own book. You're going to plug these tools in. It's going to save you 300 to 400 hours of doing this on your own. The whole key here, guys, is to really help you to kind of catapult you to that famous setting, and then you start doing things from there, like YouTube videos, if you feel comfortable doing it. You get a lifetime license, so this stuff you can use for life. It's not like a recurring, like a monthly fee or anything like that. It's just a once and done. It's called it's a copyright, so my works are copywritten, so it's a derivative license. So we give you a copyright. To steal somebody's work is a $150,000 fine with the U.S. copyright. But if you get a license to do it, it's a license to steal. You can use it. It's digital delivery, okay? So here's another thing I look at is a virtual assistant. If you had a virtual assistant 24/7 and all they did was generate new seller prospects, provide guidance to your existing prospects, if they empower your current clients to recruit more business for you, and they work for you for the next 20 years, that'd be a pretty good deal, wouldn't it? Here's another thing I like to do. I'm at the closing table, okay? And I take about 5 copies of my book to the closing table. And at the closing table, I tell my seller, your name? Sonia. I say, Sonia, did I do everything I promised to do to get your home sold? I did, didn't I? See how my head starts going like this? I did, didn't I? Well, Sonia, what I want to do, I want to give you 5 copies of my book, because remember this book helped you out throughout the whole process? I'm going to give you 5 copies so anybody you come across, you go ahead and pass that out to them. Would that be okay with you? Of course she's going to want, because she's going to be bragging on you. People love to, oh, this is my realtor. They're bragging on you, right? And they feel like they're connected with somebody that is known or whatever the case might be. Now, if I gave her 5 business cards, what would happen to them? Probably not in the trash because they got the cowboy hat on it now. Don't forget that. But probably worse, they go in the purse, and the bottom of those purses can be really, you don't want to end up there. So and the books are only $3 to print, $3, okay? So I just invested $15 with her, right? Some of my students, they get all the printing and everything done from sponsors. I'll show you that in a minute. So essentially, how are you going to get it free? So we talked about on the back of the book, there's this template, right? Now, you get 6 sponsors, and I always say a handyman, inspector. Can y'all see that from here? You can see that one. A house cleaner, carpet cleaner, a mover, and a painter. Just that's all the 6 you need. That's it, right? And you send it out to maybe 2 or 3 of them, and the first one that comes back and says, hey, I want it $99 for a year. I call this an annual thing, so I wouldn't do it. It's not one time, even though you're only paying me once, right? Now, no cost to you. So and then there's a spot right there. If you have an attorney or a mortgage company that you do business with, that's a $2.99 spot. It's an advertisement, okay? So it doesn't get into RESPA or any of those violations. It's an advertisement that they're doing. So it's $2.99. So you get now here's what I provide you with: a proven call script, a follow-up email script, a vendor enrollment form, a back cover template. So you're going to get a template that you just go into Word and change their names out, because I've already done it. You get 6 yeses and you're done. Okay? Bless you. So you earn $900 a year. For every year that you're using the system, you're earning $900 a year. Why would you need the $900 a year? To print your books. Right? You get 25 books a month for free, printed. Okay? Those are the books you're giving out. You earn $900 a year. So if over the next 10 years you're going to get $9,000 coming in from your. So it's really it's what we call in the business a no-brainer. And I've designed it to be that way so that it doesn't really require you to come out of your own pocket, because I don't like paying for stuff either. So some agents might think, I'm already established, I'm successful as it is, how will this help me? Well, look at Tom Miller. The response to the book has been phenomenal. In less than 3 weeks, I have 10 advertisers to cover the cost, and I now have the cost to print, how many? 750 books. Wow, your overnight celebrity listing toolkit has helped me skyrocket ahead of the pack in my office. We look forward to a fantastic year. 20 plus years of experience, started using the book, and it's catapulted after 20 years in the business. Okay, so those of you might be thinking, man, I'm already successful. Well, look at, this is what Tom did. Some agents might think, I don't know how to do this or how this will help me to compete against agents who are already well known. Like, man, there's already agents well known in our market. How am I going to compete against them? Well, look at the Coopers. With the help of Knolly's overnight celebrity listing toolkit, this first year we did $650,000 in GCI. That's what they did in commissions. In fact, our book just helped us take a $380,000 listing last week. We met the seller on a trip to Lake Tahoe. We found out that she wants to sell her Sacramento area home, gave her a copy of our book. She just called to say she is listing with us, even though her sister is a real estate agent. You hear that? Her sister is a real estate agent. One of the primary reasons she said she decided to go with us is because we have our own book. Listen, who would be more famous or well known than somebody's own sister, right? So you're competing against your own family, and you're getting, or somebody else's family, and they're getting it. I want you guys to hear this guy, because he's excited. And I've never even met him in person. I've never even talked to him on the phone. But he sent me this video because he's super excited about this thing. And this is like a 60-second video.
Hey Knolly, Joe Boudreaux, Keller Williams Realty Bayou Partners in South Louisiana. Wanted to shoot this video for you, man. We love the book. It's the best thing we've ever done. Let me show it to you. Sold, The Ultimate Guide to Selling Your Home by Joe and Lauren Boudreaux. My wife and I have a real estate team here, and we love it. Here's my sponsors on the back: closing attorneys, mortgage companies, inspection, all that good stuff. We absolutely love it. We are using it. We're dropping it off to For Sale by Owners. We've got a script. We're giving it out to everybody and anybody. Every day I'm mailing copies out to people. It is so amazing. So thank you so much to anybody out there that's thinking of doing it. Do it. We got our cover designed by a local guy, and then I got it proofread by a college professor. Just charged me a couple of bucks to actually proofread it, make sure all the punctuation's there, because here we have parishes and not counties, so we had to do a few things that are a little bit different. But thanks again for it. We love it. It's brought us so many listings, worth every penny. Have a blessed day.
So that's I feel like giving him a round of applause, but I've never met him, and I've never even talked to him on the phone. I really appreciate him doing that, but there's so many of them like that I get. He's just one that I thought you guys would enjoy. Also, you get the support hotline, because some people might be like, well, what if I get stuck on this or that? It's Microsoft Word, so you're not going to, but if you do, I've got a gal that's what she does. She's my product specialist, so you're going to be able to get that phone support. If you need it, you call us up. You get, if you get stuck. If that wasn't amazing enough, we're going to get free lifetime updates. This is something we didn't do in the past. Basically, anytime that we update this thing, you get it. Any updates that we do, we come out with a Spanish version, which we are going to do. It's not going to be an additional fee. It's the same price. Okay, you already paid the license. It's a lifetime upgrades. Now, what we're going to do at this point, what I'd like to do, who's ready for a break? Has it been good so far? Have you guys learned a few things? Okay, so what I want to do, how are we doing on time? Is that clock correct? Okay, good. So what I want to do right now, I want us to take a 10-minute break, and then what we're going to do, guys, this is going to be the funnest part. This is where you guys, because I don't know when I'm going to be in Colorado Springs again. Okay, how long has it been since I've been here? Like 10 years. Okay, so I don't know when I'm going to be back, but I do know that I'm here now. I know that for sure. So if you guys have any questions for me, I've taken over 1,000 listings the last 10 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I'm here for you. So this Ask Knolly portion, this is pretty much where you guys get to just let me help you in your business. Make sense? With whatever questions you have, ask Uncle Knolly, and he'll give you the best advice he can. Okay. See, that's the third person again. You remember we talked about that?
Well, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Success with Listings podcast. If you are serious about taking your real estate career to the highest heights, making more money and helping more clients while working less hours and spending more time with your family, be sure to get your copy of my free book, Triple My Listing, absolutely free at successwithlistings.com. Now, you want to be sure that you subscribe to the podcast and check out successwithlistings.com to get your copy of my free book. Hey, I'll see you on the next one.